Thanks for joining us tonight for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Cody Proctor. Let's get to multiple stories developing at this hour tonight. Just hours ago, we learned a Sun Country Airlines flight heading from Seattle to Minneapolis diverted to Spokane. This is a live look at the plane right there over at the Spokane International Airport. According to FlightAware, that plane took off from Seattle just after 6 o'clock tonight. However, it turned around over Montana and made an unexpected landing in Spokane. Not much else is known at this hour about the situation, but we'll continue to dig deeper and bring you updates as soon as we learn more. Right now, we're also tracking several burning wildfires across the region, including one in southeastern Washington. Whitman County fire crews are battling an 1,100-acre wildfire that exploded in size over the past several hours. Right now, level 2 get ready and level 3 go now evacuations are in place for the Nisqually John fire. However, officials have not specified where those are. According to the Department of Natural Resources, it's burning near Wowaway Road near the Nisqually John landing. DNR says this is a Type 3 incident. Additional crews are coming in to fight this fire. Meanwhile, over in Chelan County tonight, the Pioneer Fire continues to grow. That fire is now nearly 1,800 acres. Evacuation orders also expanded. There are new level 3 go now evacuations from Rex Creek to north of Moore Point. There are also level 2 and level 1 evacuations still in place tonight. The fire is burning on the north shore of Lake Chelan, about 30 miles from the town of Chelan. Meanwhile, this week brought beautiful warm days and also brought some windy weather, but this weekend looks to turn the dial back to some cooler temperatures. Meteorologist Michelle Boss joins us now in the Weather Center tonight.
Yeah, we are certainly going to get more of a spring-like vibe over the weekend just because of the significant cool down we're going to see. We had 80s yesterday, 70s today. We are looking at 60s for the weekend and some showers and some wind. Right now, satellite and radar showing quiet conditions across the inland northwest, but we do have an overcast sky full of cirrus clouds, so a little bit cloudy out there. I want to talk about the cold frost advisory going to be in effect for early Sunday morning from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, I don't want to say this is going to be a widespread frost event, but there could be pockets of frost with temperatures dipping down into the middle and upper 30s. For some of you that know you kind of live in a cool spot, places where the cool air kind of sinks in those areas, those are going to be, of course, the areas of most concern. But just know it is going to certainly be cooler than average over the weekend. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s right now. Across the inland northwest, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies overnight. Chance of some wet weather tomorrow, and again, highs only in the 60s for Father's Day. We should see a little bit more sunshine. Highs again in the mid-60s.
Thanks, Michelle. Spokane Falls Community College still on lockdown tonight, hours after a reported shooting nearby. Around 3 o'clock this afternoon, Spokane police say they received reports of gunshots during a fight in a parking lot near North Holy Names Court and West Wistox Way. Police still searching for the suspects in a nearby wooded area. The college says they'll remain on lockdown until SPD says it's safe, but they allowed staff to leave earlier tonight. This is a developing story. We'll update you as we learn more. New tonight, 5 area law enforcement members won't face charges from a deadly shooting back in 2022. According to the Spokane County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, 4 Spokane police officers and 1 Spokane County Sheriff's deputy were involved in that shooting. It happened after an almost a 5-hour standoff in downtown Spokane. The prosecuting office says robbery suspect Dominic Shears was shot after he disobeyed orders during the standoff and fired at law enforcement. For that full story, head to our website, KREM.com. Also new tonight, a hunter reportedly shot and killed a grizzly bear in North Idaho this week. According to Idaho Fish and Game, this happened Monday in Hunting Unit 6. This is an area near St. Mary's. Fish and Game says the hunter shot and killed a young male grizzly after mistaking it for a black bear. Fish and Game says this is not an area not commonly used by grizzly bears, who primarily stick to the northern portion of the panhandle. However, young grizzlies may wander further south from time to time. Today, Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown addressed the state of downtown Spokane. As KREM 2's Nathan Young reports tonight, the address touched on topics such as innovation and safety.
While the message was clear this morning, downtown Spokane is growing and getting better. I'm by the downtown core, where over the last couple of years, more businesses have entered and foot traffic has increased.
It's a unique time in downtown Spokane. We're working on a lot of projects.
Emily Cameron is the CEO of the Downtown Spokane Partnership, the organization that hosts the annual State of Downtown.
It's like every downtown across the country right now, we're facing challenges, but we also have opportunities, and that was a big part of the focus this morning.
DSP said coming out of the pandemic, one of the main focuses for the city of Spokane was tourism, and last year, tourism was one of the driving factors for Spokane's economy. In 2023 alone, nearly $1.5 billion was brought in from visitor spending.
And it's a super accessible city too. It's that size and scope and scale. You can get in and out and go to things.
Carl Kolb is the general manager for Kaufman Engineers, a business in downtown Spokane. Kolb has lived in Spokane for more than 20 years.
We made the decision to move from across the river into the downtown core very intentionally. We made an intentional point to get involved in local businesses.
But it's not all positive in downtown. Just earlier this month, the mayor of Spokane declared an emergency to address the opioid crisis in Spokane.
What that emergency order allows us to do is to tap in more quickly and move more quickly.
As the weather gets warmer, more unhoused people are expected out on the streets, which increases the risk of drug use. In her address, Mayor Lisa Brown said it's one of her main priorities to clean up the streets.
For people we are relocating from the Division Street corridor through the right-of-way encampment resolution program.
Another major focus from the state of downtown is the increase of downtown businesses and housing developments.
We're launching a second year of grant funding for small businesses to improve and expand their storefronts.
Since 2015, $1.3 billion of public and private business investment has made its way downtown, with more to come. The Downtown Spokane Partnership says the city's growth is just starting. I'm told more restaurants and attractions are expected to come into Spokane later this year. In Spokane, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.
Nathan, thank you so much. Let's turn now to Nightbeat for a quick look at the day's top stories. George Nethercott, the former House representative for Eastern Washington, has died. He was 79 years old. Nethercott, a Spokane native, was a Republican and won the 1994 election against Tom Foley, who was Speaker of the House at the time. No one had defeated a sitting Speaker of the House since the Civil War. He served in the House for 10 years. Washington GOP Chairman Jim Walsh released a statement saying, quote, George Nethercott was a good man, focused keenly on what mattered most to the people he served. Today's politicians should take a lesson from how he worked. New dramatic body and dash cam videos show a high-speed chase and shootout along Interstate 5. That chase was part of a multi-state manhunt for a man accused of murdering 2 women in South Central Washington back in April, then abducting his 1-year-old child.
He's going to go ahead and take off from us. We're in this. Got a pursuit going southbound.
Oregon State Police spotted 39-year-old Elias Hauser driving along I-5 near Eugene on April 23rd. You can see police tried to rear-end his car twice. Seconds later, the shooting between he and officers. No one was hurt during the initial shootout. He crashed a few miles away. Police found him dead when they caught up with him. They also found the little boy safe in the car. A decades-long legal battle came to an end for the Makah Indian tribe in western Washington. Federal regulators just granted them permission to hunt gray whales. Makah have hunted and eaten whales for thousands of years, but they stopped when the gray whale population dropped in the 1980s. As those numbers rebounded, the tribe decided to begin again, but faced pushback from environmental groups. A decision by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration allows the tribe to kill 25 gray whales over a 10-year period.
A very limited hunt by the Makah tribe to preserve their cultural and subsistence needs will have an insignificant impact on the population of gray whales.
The Makah tribe hopes to start the hunt next spring. That was your Nightbeat. To learn more about any of these stories, go to KREM.com. A federal judge in Houston ordered controversial podcast host Alex Jones to liquidate his personal assets. Jones owes the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims $1.5 billion. They sued Jones after he called the shooting a hoax on his InfoWars program. Jones recently asked the court's permission to convert his personal bankruptcy reorganization to a liquidation. That would give him the finances to pay some of what he owes. 100%. That was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.